Let's go out to the first hole. That appears to be a very good line off the tee. This player won their last event. Let's see if that momentum carries on.
Well, it's certainly in their favor, isn't it? Winning breeds winning. It wouldn't surprise me to see them win again this week. This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
These are the putts you remember at the end of a round. A chance for an eagle. Let's check in with Henny.
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup.
Okay, that was a tough ask.
That will drive you bats.
Now this putt for birdie. Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 4th place. Teeing off on the par 4 second. Ooh, absolutely unleashed it. Here is some action from earlier today.
Fantastic touch on this one.
Time to get back to live play. This shot in the 220-yard range. All right, we can work with that. John, give us a read on this putt.
I think this one is going to move to the left.
This putt starts on a good line. Getting better. And it just slides by. And the short par putt is good. As we move on to the next hole, we take a quick peek at the leaderboard, and he is in a tie for 4th. Setting up now on the tee of the par 4 third. Wow, what a swing right there. Setting this one up from about 100 yards away. What a beautiful leave right there. This putt from 5 feet away. And with that, he moves to 9 under par.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Let's see what happens here on 4.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
And still no putter in the hand.
Looking at the caddy, a bit too much club there.
Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. Wow, I give that a 9 out of 10.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 4th place.
Now on the tee of the 5th hole, the par 4.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Second shot here on the 5th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. And now this to move into a tie for 2nd place. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
It's looking like just a slight break to the left here, I think.
Oh, so close, but an easy par. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Currently 9 under for the event. We have a par 3 on this one. Opting for the 5-iron.
Ooh, this is gonna work.
It's just about 3 feet away.
This is to make a deposit in the birdie account.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now 3 strokes back after that hole.
And now teeing off on a par 4.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Not super tight, but a makeable putt. Here's a putt to get to 11 under. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
Well, this should start out pretty straight and then head to the right as it gets towards the hole.
Quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 2-shot advantage for our leader. Over to number 8, it's a par 4. That was such a pure swing. This is a good 130 club. Trailing by 2.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. 17 feet away from the cup. Nicely done with the putter. As we check the leaderboard, our featured player is in second place. Now to the finishing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Okay, that'll play. This putt to move into first place. Ooh, that was close. And this putt to move into a tie for first place. He is moving up the leaderboard as we move on to the next hole. Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Going for the green on a par 4. How about it? That was really well played. 4 feet remains.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
Another birdie. 6 of them on the day. As we head to the next hole, our featured player has a 2-shot cushion.
Teeing off now at the 11th hole.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me. What a year with 5 victories already this season. He's standing over his third shot. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Yeah, that's a good shot. That'll make par a lot easier to make from there. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
The 12th hole is a par 4.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. If you find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Has got this thing dialed in here. Looking good.
Well, that'll set up a birdie bid, Rich. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second. Par 3, hole number 14.
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Going with the 6-iron here. That one just had a little bit too much speed to it. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there. And finishing this hole with a tap-in putt. Currently 15 under par for the event.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Wow, our leader's got it going today. How about this birdie putt? That looked good for a while. 5 feet remain. Wow, you hit an approach shot like that and still come away with a par. That is a bummer. As we move on to the next hole, it's a 3-shot cushion for our leader. Teeing off here on the 16th hole. That really sounded pure. That is a beautiful shot. Wonderful shot there. And now we have a birdie chance at the 16th hole.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Here's a quick look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 3. We've made our way to a par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
This appears to be a mistake. Here's the third shot. Currently with a 3-shot advantage. A very long putt coming up. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
You know, it's tough to see, a tricky read, but it's uphill and a left to righter.
Seems like that one could have been a lot worse. Here's one to walk away with a par. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. Okay, we've reached the final hole of the event. Let's see if he can get this done. Let's go down to Henny.
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
The club choice is a 6-iron. That could end up in the rough, and you never know what kind of lie you're going to get. This is why you spend hours practicing shots like this, a chip to win the tournament. That is the perfect position to leave it in. What a week it's been, and now a putt to win the Genesis Invitational. There it is. Our featured player wins the Genesis Invitational.
And no better venue than Riviera Country Club to win.